Alright everyone, part 5. Now we are gonna go fight Cletus, everybody's favorite psychopath. And we're not gonna take the shortcut through Wonderland Plaza to get there, because we can't trigger Isabella's fight yet. Because we have to kill Cletus. So we're gonna go out literally through the front door. And before we do that, though, we need to grab the sports magazine here. That allows our skateboard to have a lot more slots on it, so it can take a lot of punishment, which is good. Alrighty. Just gonna skateboard to the front here. And go straight to Cletus. And I forgot to turn the skip EXE on. I keep doing this. Sorry about that. There we go. Now we're all good to go. The convicts are on the opposite side of the park, so you don't have to worry about them. If you're nervous about Cletus for whatever reason, you can grab some health. You can break that box, or there's a thing of coffee creamer up there. Just in case if you're nervous about Cletus. But thankfully, the way we do him in this category, he's fairly simple to deal with. He can just be kind of annoying to deal with. Alright, so have your chainsaw out before you trigger the door. And immediately when you skip the cutscene, you're going to dodge roll. Or I'm not going to, apparently. See, what happens there is that he can sometimes shoot you almost immediately. So, and we're just going to swing our chainsaw at him. He's in a quite fortunate situation right now, or place, and there we go. You can see, easy peasy. After we skip that cutscene, we're going to go in here. We're going to grab 2 shotguns. We need these for Isabella's fight. Which, if you've watched any time skip runs, if you've seen any runs in general, you know she's on her motorcycle, and she could be kind of a pain to use just the chainsaw on, so that's why we grabbed the shotguns. Alright, right before you trigger the cutscene, get one of the shotguns out. And pay attention to which slot your next shotgun is, whether it's left or right bumper, and now we're going to inventory swap with both shotguns. That was really easy, as you can see. She can sometimes get stuck there. Sometimes she'll just start, like, driving around in a circle. Just shoot her, or bump into her at least once so she can reset her driving. Then that should be easy peasy. Now it's about 12 o'clock. We're going to go meet Isabella in the abandoned store. Get one of your shotguns out. Or the chainsaw. Whichever works for you. Shoot the zombie. Drop one of the shotguns. It's fine. We need at least one. Now we're going to talk to Kindle. Punch him once. Punch him twice. And there we go. We just skipped a good portion of his dialogue by doing that. Alright, now take Kindle with you. And next, we're going to go through the park, through Paradise Plaza, and we're going to go fight Sean, the occult leader. And Kindle got grabbed immediately. That can happen. What you can do, you can just reset the room and then come back. And tell him to come forward. Oh, good. I usually don't have a problem with him, but I guess he's being a problem. Oh, come on, Kendall. Get going, please. He's usually pretty good in terms of not getting stuck, but that can happen. Just free him. When you're just starting out, you don't need to be on a time crunch when it comes to survivors. Why was he insulting me? For no reason. Okay, there we go. I'll tell him to follow you. How is this happening, Kendall? He's just getting stuck on every zombie. And don't worry about Isabella. She can take a fair amount of damage from zombies, so don't worry about that. Pay no mind to the convicts. They're on the opposite side there. They'll just get stuck on that tree, or they'll get stuck on a pole, or they'll just drive around in that direction. Now, this part's kind of cool, because technically Isabella isn't in our party, and she doesn't count as a survivor. It's kind of a Greg situation before he actually joins our party. We're going to leave her here, and then tell Kendall to follow you. Try to kill some zombies just to clear his path a little bit, because apparently he's getting stuck a bunch. For me, at least. Come on. Don't be shooting zombies. Don't pull a you or Shinji. And there we go. Now you're gonna swap shotguns with him to get a fresh one. And then tell him to go into the bathroom. Once he starts running in there, you can go skateboard to where the boss fight starts. Just ollie over these guys. Sean's fairly easy, too. He's got to run in front of him to trigger him swinging, and then just swing at him. Then turn around, or get behind him, I should say. See? Easy peasy. So now the moment you skip that cutscene, the cultists are going to try to storm in here to attack you. Just inventory swap a shotgun and kill them all. And just check around, make sure you killed them all. Kind of clear the path for Kendall, too, because we want Kendall to get back here as quick as possible. Alrighty, now tell him to wait here and defend the point. Open these doors so the survivors won't get stuck on them.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right?
Now start freeing the movie theater survivors. Give Nathan a shotgun if you so wish. What? How are you... You have a shotgun. How are you getting hit? If you see Kendall getting hit at all, just, like, jump kick the zombie away from him.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right?
Grab the brainwashing tips book.
Are you all right?
We'll need it for this and the next group of survivors, and then other than that, we'll be fine.
Are you all right?
You're going to open this door, have Cheryl run out towards you.
Are you all right? Are you all right?
Just so she's a little bit closer.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right?
There you go. You didn't have to skip through her dialogue there. That little line doesn't last him that long, so.
Thanks.
Now hold her hand just to get her up here quicker. Alrighty, now tell them to come with. Now just completely clear the path. You got a lot of survivors with you, so one of them will either get snagged or like bump into each other or something like that, so. Ooh, I'll take this queen. Alright, set a marker down there. Don't get grabbed. Come on, there we go. Alrighty, these guys are good enough. Now, what you want to do, this is very important. Set a marker, bump into each of them to make sure they're not spinning around. If they're spinning around, this will not work, and you'll have to manually get 1 or 2 of them back. Destroy the potted plant, they can get stuck on it. Now either just chainsaw all these or use a queen. Oh, this is a bit of a snafu. Oh my goodness, please. Just step on these green things. Probably more recommended they use your chainsaw there instead of using a queen because of those little maggots, but that's okay. Just made it look funny. If for whatever reason you don't trust your skateboard health being as high as you trust it is, you can let Isabella down here and go grab a skateboard if you need to, or if you need health. The cafe's right there. And now what you're gonna do, you're gonna stand up here, and then you're gonna set a marker near the door, and then quickly grab Isabella and head to the stairs. Remember that despawning strategy that we did after Adam's fight? For the Wonderland Plaza survivors, we're doing the same thing here. And now pay attention to your survivors and see if they're running forward. If one of them is just standing there spinning, that's not good. That means you gotta manually... I would just wait until those survivors get to the door and then just go down there and de-spin that person. If it's Cheryl, that's a little more convenient because you can just hold her hand. But if it's any other survivor, you're gonna have to unfortunately manually guide them and clear the path. But if you just do that strat where you just bump into them and make sure they're not spinning into each other, you should be okay. Now, once they all reach about to where, like, the 1,405 is, once they're about around the 0, you're basically good. Alright. Now, go up the stairs, not down the stairs. It is much faster to go up the stairs. It's just a shorter path. Some of them are getting smacked a little bit, and they're all across the place that they need to be. That's good. Now, pick up Isabella and just go towards the elevator. On paper, 2 of them have shotguns, so they should be able to potentially clear the path, but that's on paper. As you can see, Beth got grabbed. Sorry. There you go. Now, some of these guys got stuck. That's normal. I don't know what's going on with my inputs. I'm pressing X and nothing's happening. And just make sure they all get to the elevator. There we go. They're all in the elevator. Now pick up Isabella and just walk. The cool thing about this section is that you don't need to trigger them going up to the vent or anything. You just go there and they're all saved. Easy peasy. And real quickly here, I have to pull my splits up because I actually don't remember what I'm supposed to do next. I'm the one making the fucking guide and I don't know what I'm supposed to do next.
You're looking at the bad guy's sister.
Bad guy?
Okay.
The one who caused all this?
Jesus. W keys. And unfortunately, your loading screens are going to be long as shit. Because you have a lot of survivors. That's also something to keep in mind. There you go. I'll save here, why not? Just in the off chance something goes wrong. So now, we are going to rescue the gun shop survivors. And this time we can actually take the shortcut. So that's all well and good. Answer this call. Yep. I answer this call on the next case, but this works too. You want to get Floyd some wine? We'll do that in a survivor group later on. And don't worry about that going away or the moment you go into the room. You only have one shot to do it. Requests are different from mutinies in that you can complete requests at any time. Mutinies, you don't have a chance. You actually have to go in there and do it as you're there, or else it'll fail and your run's dead. So we're gonna go to the North Plaza here. You don't really have to worry about hitting zombies that much because we have 3 magazines that helps us. Plus, we get a clean skateboard here soon anyway, so it's all well and good. Get on the motorcycle, spam Y if you so wish. You're gonna jump. Now, they're gonna shoot at you immediately when you enter. Just dodge roll out the door. And kill all these zombies. Kill all these zombies and destroy the motorcycle. There we go. Now, be very careful when you try to talk to Jonathan. If you bump into him, he will not talk to you because it'll soft lock it. Then you have to go all the way out and then back in to talk to him again. So just keep that in mind. Just try to clear out the zombies in front of the door. Just stand away from him if you so wish, just to be safe, and then just scooch up a little bit to try to talk to him. And Brett has a machine gun. We will be grabbing that once we almost rescue them. And remember that photo we took at the beginning of the run? That's why. It's for these survivors. As long as you take the picture on this save, it will work. It's not like Kent's photo, where if you're doing New Game Plus, it stays there and you can still use it. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to do a fresh vent, a picture every save. So keep that in mind if you're doing New Game Plus. Grab a shotgun. Tell them to come with, and then just kind of clear the path. If you get a queen, you know, just wait until there's like a big pack of zombies, and you should be good to use that. I'll be kind of careful to not shoot the survivors in the head. Sometimes they can just like walk in front of you, and then you have to like, you know, watch out and not shoot them in the head. Because it is very, very, very easy to shoot a survivor in the head. And the reason why they're right next to me and in front of me is a part of the Brainwashing Tips book. It helps survivors be even more aggressive. So if you tell them to come, they will actually walk towards you. Yeah. Just clear the path. If they get grabbed, just get them unstuck. Jonathan, you're not walking. I need you to walk, good sir. Oh, Jonathan's getting smacked a little bit. Oh, he's all the way back there. Oh, my goodness. Don't you love that when you set a marker and none of them walk towards it? It's great. Oh my god, Jonathan. How are you getting stuck again? Come on. There's one zombie. There you go. How is this possible, Jonathan? Yeah, even with all that intact, the survivors are still frustrating in that sometimes they just will not go where you tell them to fucking go. And this is a prime example. This is an awful split, too, if I were to be running. I'll tell them to follow you for the love of everything that is holy. Just keep an eye on them, make sure that, you know, I'm not going into exact detail about stuff, because kind of coming up, it's kind of straightforward what you have to do. Pay no mind to the convicts, they're just stuck on a tree. Once you're past the corner, you're all good to go into the next zone. Now, bump into them, just to make sure they're not off their pathing, and then tell them to wait. If you need to swap out your skateboard for whatever reason, you don't trust the health, or it actually is blinking, you can do so here. I'll do it just to show it off, I guess. And do the same thing as you did with the last survivor group. Just tell them to go, and then go to the stairs. And there they go. Even when you do this, sometimes the survivors can still bump into each other, and that's still kind of annoying. But don't worry, they'll correct their pathing eventually. Because of us standing here, there's almost no zombies, if any zombies at all, in like the walkway of the Paradise Plaza. So they'll be able to walk there with no issues. Once she gets about there, you're good to go. Do a sick kickflip. I'll tell them to walk over towards you a little bit more, just in the off chance that they don't make it. There we go. Now, what you should do is get his gun. Swap it out with the hunting knife. Don't use it on these zombies specifically, but just have it in your inventory because it's nice to have. Plus, it'll help us clear the path for another survivor group coming up. There they go. They're on the yellow. On the go. Break the box if you so wish. Alyssa, that is not where I told you to go. And there you go. That's this group. And that's that group. Join me next time for the other group. Or the next part, or whichever.